Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to look at the 15-game baseball slate for today. I already posted my WNBA video for today, so you can check that out if you haven't already, especially if you're going to be playing that sport today. A ton of options at pitcher to choose from. Let's jump right into it. You can drop a like and subscribe down below. I'm also going to be throwing in some off-the-board picks because I don't think a ton of people will be on some of the picks that I like for the batters. I think a lot of people are just going to be jamming in cores, which I don't really have that much of a problem with, but with there being 29 other teams in action, there is still mathematically a better chance that one of those teams can go off and kind of break the slate, especially GPPs. Playing like 50% owned Rocky guys in GPPs is probably not the way to go today. My first guy I like at pitcher is going to be Trevor Bauer. I absolutely love Trevor Bauer today. $2,000 cheaper than Patrick Corbin in an amazing strikeout matchup against the White Sox. He's had some pretty big games this season, over 30 DraftKings points. Still has his strikeout stuff. 88 strikeouts in just 76 innings. He was one of the best pitchers in baseball last season. He's been really good this season. The ERA has been a little higher because he's given up 7 earned runs twice. But besides those two starts, he's been really good. And one of those bad starts did come against this White Sox team, but I'm not really worried about it. I still think Bauer's gonna kind of take some revenge on them in this one. And we know they strike out a ton, so that looks like it was more of a fluke game. Bauer at 9,200. His cheapest price tag has been all season. You can sign me up for that. Speaking of cheap, I do like some other pitchers. Like if you want to pay up at pitcher, I have no problem with it. Like Tyler Skaggs with all those lefties on the Mariners. I liked him yesterday, but then his start got pushed back. So I have no problem playing him in the same exact spot against the Mariners. But there's a really cheap guy that I love, and that's Tyler Mahle, $6,200. Good strikeout stuff, 59 Ks and 56 innings. It's a team that is projected to have 5 out of their 9 hitters are going to be right-handed. And out of the 4 lefties, one of them is a pitcher in Patrick Corbin. So really 3 lefties that he has to worry about in Soto, Eaton, and someone else that I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah, Matt Adams. But at $6,200, you're talking about a $2,500 price drop from his last couple starts. You're talking about the cheapest price tag he's been since the beginning of the month against the Mets. And he's always been like, he's averaging almost $8,000 salary this season. To be at $6,200 in a pretty good matchup here against this Nationals team that is really disappointing this season. Their offense has been pretty disappointing. Their record is really bad. And Mahle has a lot of upside. Like he scored over 18 DraftKings points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starts, and he's only scored under 18 DraftKings points in 1, 2, in 3 starts. That is some really good numbers there. I don't think a lot of people will be on him, but his average is down because of these 2 zeros in there. His average fantasy points is down because of those 2 zeros, which is why he's probably pretty cheap today. But at $6,200, you can sign me up for that, especially if you want to pay up at bats, which I definitely do on this slate. So locking in those 2 guys, my pitchers, feel really good about them. At first base, I'm going to continue rocking with Nunez just because nobody plays him, just because they see a $5,000 player, $5,000 Oriole, they look the other way. But like I've been telling you guys, the numbers are incredible for him against left-handed pitching. I've been showing you guys the numbers for Nunez against lefties, and he's been crushing them this season. He's been really hot as of late, too. 294 average against lefties this year. 7 home runs and 68 at-bats. He strikes out less against lefties. His power numbers are through the roof. 632 slugging. 338 ISO. 402 WOBA. Numbers are off the charts for him, and not to mention that Pomerantz has been completely trash against right-handed hitters this season, and he gets a tremendous ballpark downgrade, pitching in Oracle Park, now going into one of the most homer-friendly ballparks in the league in Baltimore. He's given up a 317 average to righties and a 600 slugging. I bet that he's going to be salivating. That looks like he's going to have a good chance to continue his tear that he's been on the last couple of weeks, or last 2 weeks. Besides Nunez, I like Matt Carpenter. Matt Carpenter is just $4,000. He's starting to heat up. He has gone yard 3 times in the last 9 days. He has a really good matchup here against Darvish. Darvish has been pretty poor against lefties this season, and Carpenter is the best lefty hitter on the Cardinals. And Darvish has just been all over the place with the walks. But lefties have been hitting him pretty hard. 537 slugging, 284 ISO. And he's given up a homer per 9 rate of 2.31 to lefties. And his xFIP and FIP are pretty high as well. I really like the spot for Matt Carpenter at just $4,000. The way he's been swinging the bat, he has a ton of power, especially against Darvish, who has been pretty bad this season. And Darvish has given up a ton of home runs already. I think he's given up, check how many home runs he's given up. He's given up 11 home runs in just 55 innings. That is not very good. All right, so besides Carpenter in the outfield, I feel like it's a good spot to go with Hunter Pence. $5,700 facing a lefty in Danny Duffy. Pence has resurrected his career. 36-year-old. Looked like his career was done the past couple seasons with the Giants. But somehow he's forced his way into an everyday role with the Rangers with the way he's been swinging the bat. His OPS is almost 1,000. And his at-bats are a lot less than other players just because he started the season not getting a ton of playing time. But when they gave him a chance, he really took advantage of it and has turned into an everyday player. Ton of upside with him. He has 11 home runs, 12 or 10 doubles, a triple, a little bit of speed as well. He doesn't strike out a ton either, just 27 strikeouts and 135 at-bats. And the matchup is really good against Duffy, who, going in Texas, it's a tremendous ballpark to hit in. Both teams have high totals, and Duffy has really struggled against righties over his career. So I think this is a good spot to target Hunter Pence. So I like him even though he's expensive. And last but not least, one of my favorite hitters on this slate is going to be JD Martinez. So Martinez gets to face a lefty. Martinez's numbers against lefties are off the charts. He's starting to hit the ball with a lot more power. As of late, he's up to 11 home runs. And it's a really good matchup against Happ, who has given up home runs left and right this season. He is up to 14 bombs in 58 innings. His strikeouts are down as well. So it seems like a tremendous spot for JD Martinez. Numbers against lefties are off the charts this season. Like I said, I want to show you guys so you can see for yourself. And the fact that he's only $4,700 is really, really nice today. This season he's hitting .350 against lefties with 6 home runs and just 40 at-bats. That is a 500 ISO, 850 slugging, and career numbers are kind of true to that point that he's really good against lefties. 303 career batting average against lefties. ISO is 40 points higher. Slugging is way high. Slugging is way higher. Just a really good hitter against lefties. And Happ has been really bad against righties this season. Seems like a tremendous spot to go with Martinez here. So besides these guys, I definitely think you can fill out a couple Coors pieces here, like Tapia. I like him leading off at just $4,600. David Dahl at $4,700. I think you can go with Keon Broxton as well as another cheap guy against Pomeranz. He's only $3,800, and he's been hitting the ball really well since he's been an Oriole. Hitting in this ballpark is just really good, and he has power as well as speed. So I have no problem with Broxton if you're looking for value. And then I kind of like some of these Royals against Guardo. Guardo only got 2 swinging strikes the last game. He got pretty lucky there. He never gets swings and misses. So if the Royals can put the ball in play and hit the ball in the air, there's a chance they could do some damage against this kid. But Soler at $4,500, I like him. And besides those guys, I think those are kind of the top plays that I really like on this slate. Harper's down to $4,100. He's probably going to be like a GPP play, but he's been red hot. $4,100 is extremely cheap for him. 2 straight 3-hit games. His batting average is up to 252. He has 8 hits in his last 11 at-bats, and he has like 5 doubles and a homer and a home run. So he's been swinging the bat extremely well as of late, and he's pretty cheap. So I like him. And that should do it for the video. Still have 3,800 left to fill it out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You can drop a like if you enjoyed, and good luck today.